Hey everybody, welcome to this week's Down Home with Tina. I'm your host, Tina Thompson, and I'm really excited. We've got some great things going on. If you can or cannot tell, I have got a new set here at the station, and I'm really excited. I want to say thank you to everybody who put a lot of hard work and effort in making it happen. So you'll see things a little bit different. It's really nice. One of the big things is I finally get to wear green. If you are not in the TV world, when you have a green screen, it's something that you can't wear. So with that being said, I just want to thank Interface Video Production Company and all of the team there and all that they've put forth in making it happen. So I'm really excited. Want to thank also Janet Morant. She is the owner at Colony Classics and Interiors over on North High Street. And she helped with some of the things that you see on the set. So if you're interested, she's definitely somebody who you might want to reach out to and ask her some questions. I have a little story just to tell you. When things happen in my life that I feel that you all need to know about, then I'm going to share them with you. This one is, I don't know why, but when I had adopted my puppy, Sage, she is a 4-pound Maltese Shih Tzu mix. She has never played in her collar. I don't know why I decided not to let her do that. And there's an initiative I learned about in recent months going on. I think it might be in Fairfield County, not just Lancaster, that it is a Play Naked initiative for puppies. And it is because some gal had her dog end up becoming strangled by its collar. And I didn't hear about that until after I had my little Sage. So here's what happened to me just within the last couple of weeks. So I was getting ready, and so I was in the bathroom, and she's a puppy, so she's always at my feet and around. And I didn't hear, and I thought, okay, so where is she? Sage, what are you into? What do you, we always joke, me and Corey Schoonover at the Fairfield Area Humane Society, that puppies are kind of like toddlers. If you leave them alone any amount of time, there's probably something that they're into if you don't hear them or see them. Anyways, I ended up walking out, and here she is. Do you know the gift bags? Even the littlest of gift bags. She had that strap of the gift bag wrapped around her neck. How in the world she did that? I go, oh my goodness, I think I scared her as I would a kid, because when you see something like that, you get really nervous. So I took it off of her. She still had some room to breathe, but I thought I had my gift bag because I am aware of it, the strap and stuff, because she likes to get into those things. I had it up and it had fallen, I think, twice. And who knows, if she smelled any kind of goodies, she probably would have jumped up and pushed it down. Just be careful with your pets, with anything that has a strap, any kind of grocery bag. Just if you want to keep them safe, just keep them about a reach. Bigger dogs, it's going to be harder to do, but I recommend it. And it's your choice to leave the collar on. Oh, something else I wanted to tell you. If you are afraid that your dog will get out and you'll lose because of the dog tags, you can also get microchip. A lot of people believe in that. It's $25 at the Fairfield Area Humane Society, and it's so worth it. So my little Sage is okay. I hope your pup is all right. I hope you also hang out with me here because I've got a great show today. Folks, you're watching Down Home with Tina.
At Dagger Law, we have more than 110 years of combined expertise in nearly every part of law.
What I think sets us apart from any other law firm is our ability to work together.
With us, you're getting a trusted partner, in addition to a team who can help you with a growing business, changing family, planning your future, or dealing with land issues.
It's a challenge every day, and you meet an awful lot of nice people.
Your case matters. We'll take the time and the energy to ensure that you have a quality experience, quality representation.
Whatever you need, we have a lawyer who can help. Dagger Law. Local, trusted, experienced.
Hey, welcome back to Down Home with Tina. I have got Kimber Cato with me. She is with Fairfield County Parks District, and I'm so excited to have you because you guys, you offer so many different things and you have so many different parks throughout Fairfield County. But before we get to that, I wanted to ask you, you being the media coordinator, why is it that you had decided to work with Fairfield County Parks District, Kimber?
My first connection with them was a little bit unexpected. I didn't go apply. I was asked to do a newspaper ad. And then fortunately, I was asked to do another and then another. And I was able then to eventually be hired. So if you have to work somewhere, work for the parks. That's great.
Is it? What is one of your favorite things about working for the parks?
For me, well, personally being outside. I love to be outside, but the second most is interacting with people who visit the parks. I love it when I'm out doing something and people stop and ask questions, and you get to talk with them about being outside and encourage them to go to other locations.
We have such a historical downtown Lancaster. Of course, that's part of Fairfield County. So, I mean, that is just a little bit of what Fairfield County is. We have so many awesome different parks throughout the county. How many parks do we have?
Well, we have 19 locations, but only 12 are open to the public right now.
Okay.
Several are under development. There'll be a couple master plans next year. So they'll eventually all be open, but right now we have 12 open.
So you guys are constantly wanting to expand the parks for folks in the community to go outside and see what we have to offer. It wasn't until it was years ago I had been going to Western New York quite often. And when you say New York, some people know as upstate New York or New York City, and then there's Western New York. And that is considered to me as like an upstate part of New York. It has nothing to do with the city. Well, it was fall time, kind of like now, and we would drive out in the countryside and I would go, oh my goodness, that is so beautiful. Now, I know we have the beautiful fall foliage in our own county, but I guess I didn't realize how beautiful it really is. And Kimber, I have gone to Florida from time to time, and I've actually talked to people, and this is something that, again, I don't think you realize. I would say, they would usually say, where are you from? And then I would in return say, where are you from? And they would be working there. So I would ask them, how long have you lived here? Because obviously, like they live there if they work there. And they would tell me, and then I would say, a lot of times it was the north. I would say, what do you miss the most about up north? And do you know, just here within the last couple of months, I've been hearing them say, well, of course, the fall foliage. They miss pumpkins because they don't have that in Florida. And I didn't even think about that. So I'm just saying this because I want folks to remember what we really have here and how gorgeous and beautiful it is to be able to go out to maybe an apple orchard and to pick apples, to go to a pumpkin farm and to pick out your own pumpkins and the different things that we have. So I want you to go ahead and share with that, because I know I mentioned a little bit, you have events that go on, don't you? And it's not just through the fall, it's throughout the year.
Oh yes, all year long. Well, this fall, let's see what's coming up. Friday, we're going to have it's called Escape the Enchanted Forest.
Okay.
So hopefully the colors will be very bright by then. But it's at our Joaquina Nature Preserve. Starts at, I believe it's 6:30. I forgot my notes. 6:30 to 9:30, I believe. Please check the website to be sure.
Okay.
And but it is at Joaquina Nature Preserve. You can arrive anytime. You're welcome. Family friendly. You're welcome to have the children wear their costumes. Maybe bring a flashlight because it will be dark, and they'll follow clues to try to escape the enchanted forest.
What else do you have? You guys have something that goes on throughout the fall time? I think you're almost to your last one.
Yes, Rock Mill is most people from around here know of Rock Mill. It's kind of our gem of the County Park District. It is open on Saturdays and Sundays from 1 to 4, and you can go in and tour. It's an 1824 restored grist mill.
It's beautiful.
Yes, and you can go in. We have several people there who are very knowledgeable about the mill and how things worked back then. And you can go in, but on the last Sunday of the month, on the 27th, from 2 to 4, we'll be milling the way it was done 100 years ago.
Wow, so that's not something that they always show.
No, it's only on the last Sunday of the month from May to October. So
Okay.
this will be the last time we're open this year. If you haven't made it out, it's a good time to go.
Just was recently out there because homecoming, and you might like this, because homecoming, and my daughter, she goes, Mom, I don't even know where she got the idea. She goes, Mom, I don't know, but I want everybody to go get their pictures at Rock Mill. And so she sends out this group message and she says, well, some people are thinking it's kind of far, but do you know there was probably 30 people there a couple of Saturdays ago out of the kids, so it turned out, and it was a gorgeous, beautiful day.
Wonderful,
And they
good.
had it, so it was just kind of like nice, but it is very beautiful. And one of the parents actually said, "Well, I haven't been out here since they've redone this."
It's hard to believe, but it's been 6 years.
That's what I
Yeah.
that's what I thought. I thought, well, I think it's been at least a few years that it's
Yes.
been done.
Yeah, the mill was, the wheel, the all-wood
Yes.
wheel, was, a new one was crafted and installed in September of 2013.
It's gorgeous.
So it's been 6 years, and already we've had to do some maintenance.
Have you?
Yeah, it seems like we just finished, and now we're maintaining.
You want to make sure that you wear appropriate foot attire, because the girls, yeah, my daughter, of course, she had heels. It
Yes.
was the funniest thing. And she's running, and she's like, "Mom, here I come," and she's running up in this fancy dress and these. So yeah, you want to make sure that you're careful. Have a walking stick even if you want to.
That's a
Just
good
because I
idea.
mean, it's you've got if you want to walk down to see
Yes,
the wheel.
we can now allow people to go down to the gorge.
Yeah, is that what it
Yes.
is? The gorge. Yeah, it's
Uh-huh.
actual gorge. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you do have that blocked off, so that is only certain times that they can do that.
Yes, just on the days that we are milling. So
Oh,
this will be the
okay.
last opportunity this year.
Oh, so you better get out there. We'll keep our fingers crossed. There's great weather. What else do you all have coming up?
Oh, another program at Waukena is the off-trail hike. And that would be Sunday, November 3rd at 9:30. And normally, when you're at a preserve, you have to stay on the trail. That's it. But once a year in the fall, we do take people off trail, but we only take 16. And as of just a couple days ago, there were only a few openings left. So if anyone wants to take advantage of that, go off trail for 3 hours, then please call right away.
You know, Kimber and I, we met up maybe about a month ago or so, and we were talking about how you guys like to plan things, but sometimes it's weather permitting.
Occasionally.
And
yeah.
so pay attention to what? The website? Do you have a Facebook page? Because you
Yes.
guys might want to try to do something that is that time. Like I remember I had mentioned something about going ice skating. Well, we never know when it's cold enough. So if it gets to where there might be something that you think in your mind, oh, it'd be neat if somebody's doing that. They might be trying to do it. So you want to pay attention, right?
Yes. Now, if it's already planned, we tend to, we'll proceed.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's severe weather. But for example, last year we were talking about the snow.
Yeah, yeah.
And it didn't snow. So
Right.
at the time we wanted, it didn't snow. But, we'll try next time.
So,
We have
that's
a
right.
couple winter hikes coming up too.
You do.
The day after Thanksgiving, instead of going Black Friday shopping, you can hashtag opt outside and go to Smeck Park, where we'll have a winter hike, and then afterwards we'll do s'mores and maybe some hot chocolate.
So work off some of that Thanksgiving meal and then work up an appetite for some s'mores and things
Right.
like
Sounds good.
that, right?
Sounds
Anything
great.
else that we want to just make sure that we get in for the
we
show?
we do have other events coming up, so do watch Facebook or the
Okay.
website, because we keep it on the calendar. And anytime, come to the parks any day, rain or shine. It's beautiful, and you'll find something.
You guys always have so many different things that are going on. Do you ever need volunteers, Kimber, for anything?
We do. We're not currently recruiting at the moment, only because winter is a little bit slower, but we're always happy to hear from people who want to volunteer. They could call our office, or again on the website, there's a spot that says volunteer.
Okay.
And you'll be referred to someone named Marcy
Okay.
who will help you.
What is your website?
FairfieldCountyParks.org.
Okay. And then what is your Facebook page?
It's the same if you look up Fairfield County Parks.
Okay, you'll be able to find it, yeah. And I'm sure you guys are on there always posting things and
Oh,
putting
yes,
things to let
yes.
folks know about it. I thank you so much for taking the time to be
Thank
with
you.
me. Kimber Cato, if you missed it at the beginning, she is with Fairfield County Parks District. And it's so fun when we have different places and folks like Kimber that come out and share with us the awesome things that we've got going on, because we never know what's happening in our community unless we let you know about it. So get the grandkids, get yourself out there, have fun the day after Thanksgiving, pay attention to what's happening and going on. And also, they mentioned their Facebook page. Don't forget, you can always check Down Home with Tina, my Facebook page, because I'm always putting the shows on there and different things as well. I want to thank you for watching, and don't go anywhere, because I have coming up the City of Lancaster Fire Division Chief and Assistant Chief who are going to be joining me on the show today. and we're also going to play a game. Oh, you're coming back for that, right?
Oh,
Kimber's
sure.
going to be an expert. She already told me she's got a little secret, but I want you to know about that as well. You're watching Down Home with Tina.
Hi, I'm Amanda Wattenberg, Regional Director at Ohio Guidestone. Do you or does someone you know have a substance abuse disorder? Have you been thinking about getting help, but don't know where to start? It takes a lot of courage to ask for help, but it's the most important step you can take. If you think you know everything that's available in Fairfield County, think again. Like other chronic diseases, addiction can be managed successfully. Treatment enables people to counteract addiction's powerful, disruptive effects on the brain's behavior and regain control of their lives. Even if it takes multiple attempts, treatment does work and people do recover from addiction every day. So keep trying because your life matters. You matter, and we're here to help. Call 211 and ask for the treatment resources available right here in Fairfield County.
This message is brought to you by the Fairfield County Adam H. Board.
Welcome back to Down Home with Tina. I have with me Chief Ward. He is with the City of Lancaster Division of Fire.
Correct.
And how many years have you been doing this now?
Tomorrow will be 30.
30 years.
Tomorrow. It's a long
That's
time.
awesome.
It-
Woohoo, good
I
for
blinked
you.
and it went by so fast.
Doesn't it?
It did.
I think that happens in life. And I want to say it's because we're enjoying it and we are loving it.
I do love my job. I've been
Yeah.
blessed. I remember I graduated from OU with a degree in business and I was in industrial sales. And I said, Lord, I do not enjoy this. Get me back to Lancaster. And I took the police test and the fire test. The fire department called me one day. The police called me the second day. I'd already become a firefighter. And one of the old guys took us all back. We hired 15 at the time. And he took us back and said, don't blink because 25 will go by in a minute. And it did. So when I hit my 25th, I sent him a thank you card because he gave us some advice, which I took
Yeah.
heed to. And so I was like, thank you. You were right. It went by fast.
Did you know that it was the right decision? Even
Yeah.
right then when you said, yes, this is it? This is
No,
what
you
I'm
know,
gonna do.
I had no real passion at first to be a firefighter. My college roommate's dad was a Columbus lieutenant,
Okay.
but I just wanted to be home. And so it's been a fantastic job.
Has it? What has been the highlight of it?
You know, I think I like the people of our community. Where I was working was a little more affluent, a little more aloof, and so I like the way we act with one another. We take time to talk to people. I go to church in this town, so when I was on the medic, I knew a lot of people. It's just home. It's like taking care of your people, your family. So I have
yeah.
really had a great time.
Yeah, I'm sure that there's been bittersweet kind of days too, but you're there
Mm-hmm.
on the worst day of somebody's life, but you're there also when you can see them rebuild.
Yeah, we see them on the street and say, "Hey, you had a heart attack. How you doing?" And, things like
Yeah.
that. So it's good.
Yeah, that's right. Because I mean, it's more than just fire. I mean, it's the medic. It's
Right.
you guys get
It's-
called out so often. What is the number one thing? I want to tell you the number one thing that makes me just frustrates me like no end is when you all are coming down the road and nobody's getting off to the right.
Right.
What is the right way to do that? I want to remind folks because I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna say they forget what to do, Chief.
Well, you know
they
what?
forget that they have to get over. So
If you
what
do-
is the right thing to do?
Slow down and pull over to the right. If you do nothing else, just stop and let us go around. So we're not trying to guess what you're going to do.
Even when it's like Main Street and there's two
Right.
lanes going one direction and two lanes
Try
going
to
the other,
pull over
right?
to the right as much as possible so
Yeah.
we can get by. Because if it was your family, you would want somebody to do that, right?
And that's exactly what
Right.
that's why I'm so glad that you said that
Right.
because that's what I think. I think that if it would be somebody that I'm calling on, that I want you to get there as soon as possible and as quickly as possible.
Exactly.
So just get, yeah, that's just, it's called common courtesy as
it
well
is.
and respect out of you guys in your job. So you are here to talk to me about something that
Something
is
big.
coming up.
It's something very
Yes.
big, very near and dear to, I think, everybody's hearts, but police and fire especially. And that is the .45 levy that's coming on the ballot for this November. You asked me when I came on, and that was 30 years ago tomorrow. And so that's how I got hired. If you'll recall, back in 1989, we had 2 firehouses shut down. We only had 1 open. We were at a skeleton staff. And the levy, the city saw the vision. They passed a .45 then, and it's lasted us 30 years. Well, you know, now it's time to look again because we've really, I can speak for our department, we've operated very well, very lean since the recession. And so we really need more money, a levy to help us provide service.
Number wise, can you give us an idea about how many calls you get out in one day in the city of Lancaster? I mean, because this is where it all boils down to this. Because if it's taken away, you're going to be.
Last week on a Wednesday, we had 38 medic runs and 13 fire runs in a 24-hour period. So that's what, 52 or 3 runs in a 24-hour period. That's busy. I mean, if you assume that a medic run takes an hour, maybe a little less, but quite a bit, that's almost being busy the whole day. It's a lot of runs. In 1979, we had 67 firefighters. Today, I'm sitting at 66, one less than we had 40 years ago. 40 plus, and it's 26 less than we had in 2007. So we have, like I said, we've done very well. I can't give credit to my guys enough. The runs continue to go up 2 to 3% on medic runs. Fire runs have trended up the last couple of years by 4%. But by and large, fire runs are static, where medic runs continually go up. So.
Okay, so I have friends who are nurses, and this is kind of like a little out in left field a little bit, but I'm just going to try to, I'm all about awareness and folks knowing. For some reason, I was traveling back from south, and I came probably across 7 accidents. Now, they were little fender benders, and I sometimes joke about it, and then homecoming happened, and then I go, oh my word, is it like a full moon or something? What is going on? Do you find that when there's a full moon that there's more activity going on in the fire department? I'm not saying that there's something to it. I think that, I don't know what it is. I don't know if everybody's just like, yeah, woo, no, or what. Or they're in a hurry, like I said, because they were just little fender benders on the way back from the south. But I'm thinking, I've traveled that often in the last year, and I've never come across that many.
Full moons are very busy for our medics. For some reason, my wife was a teacher here in town.
No reason, no explanation to it.
I have no idea, but people get a little bit excited, and we have a lot more medic runs. It's true.
So when there's a full moon, just stay in,
and
then it will calm down. Everybody will just have to take a deep breath and enjoy
Hallmark shows.
And watch Hallmark shows, because the whole Christmas thing, is it coming up yet?
Right.
The Christmas thing, is that coming up? The Hallmark Christmas? Do we?
Oh
know?
yeah, I'm sure it is.
The countdown to Christmas, I think. So.
Absolutely. Yeah.
No. What is something important that you want folks to know about?
So I kind of want to talk a little bit more about that levy.
Sure.
So if you earn $50,000 a year, that's going to add another $225 to your tax burden. The Mayor Scheffler's done an excellent job. He's an accountant, and I kind of make fun of him because he's a bean counter, and I'm not, and he'll tell you that. But when
you're not,
I'm not a bean. In 1984, I was in his accounting class at OU, out here to the branch. He still remembers me, and that's not a good thing. But he did an excellent job. He analyzed several communities in our area, and we are the lowest tax burden of the 10. And so, we really could use this. And I'm not just saying it to big government. We need it to maintain the services that we have. If it passes, here's what we plan to do. Like I said, 90% of our runs are EMS based. And so our 3 medics are busy all the time. And right now what we're doing is we really have 2 full-time medics, and then the big tower truck that has the bucket, we take that out of service and we put that 3rd medic in. If this levy passes, we want to make a 4th medic. So we'd have 3 full-time medics, and then the 4th medic would be a backup. So what that's going to do is give our community better response times. Because right now when our medics are tied up, we're asking for aid from either Greenfield, Pleasantville, Bern. So they're coming into the city. And if you're not breathing, or if you're having a medical emergency, and it takes them 15 minutes to get to you, that's 15 minutes that you could have had to get a stroke, TPA therapy or whatever it might be. So it's going to give you better service if we can get this levy passed. So we'll put a 4th medic on. It's safer for you guys as a citizen. It's also safer for my firefighters too, because if the medics are out, I could talk for a long time, and I don't know how much time we have, but if the medics are out, then our staffing is really low if we had to fight a fire. So it's just a win-win. I want them to know that we've done a very good job with our money. There's no waste or anything like that. We are skeleton crews and bare bones, and I'm proud of that fact. I'm a very conservative person, and there's no waste in that. So
I'm one that I don't watch the news a whole lot, but I do know that there are things going on in our community that you are being called out a lot more than what probably ever has been. So it's needed. I mean,
it truly is. We're seeing a more drug overdoses. Now, people think that that's through the roof, and we probably administer Narcan approximately 300 times a year. That's a lot. but it's not, hugely amount.
Yeah.
But
When you compared apples to others,
Yeah.
it may not be what, but
Exactly.
it's, so get out there.
yes. We talk about facilities. Our average firehouse is 80 years old. So when you think about the upkeep of an 80-year-old building, it takes money and equipment. We've been very blessed. We have a new engine coming through fire impact monies. And so we're sitting well with equipment. We just need personnel, people out there to take care of the citizens.
They have any kind of questions they want to ask, who do they contact?
They can contact me, and I'll give you my phone number. It's 740-687-6640, and that's the office. You can reach me there.
City of Lancaster, Division of Fire, Chief Ward. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
being with me
Yeah.
today.
It's my first time. Been trying to get on her show, so finally.
He told me. I was like, when I used to do radio and talk, he goes, yep, I was on so-and-so, 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 so-and-so. And I was like, well, just call me. People are invited. I would have loved to have had you.
We'll do it more often.
I know KJ wants. He was off. He was going to be with us, but he was off doing that. Yes, more often. That would be great.
right.
I love working with the fire department, City of Lancaster Fire Department, because, of course, we've got folks we want to continue to highlight, our medics and those firefighters. They are just so, worth it.
They are.
They just, what they do, they're out there saving
Absolutely.
our lives and making our community a better place. So I'm going to come back and we're going to play a game, not with Chief Ward because I know he's got things to do. It's Down Home with Tina.
The Frankie Smith Funeral Home and Crematory in Lancaster and the Johnson Smith Funeral Home in Baltimore have a long and wonderful history of serving our community. Feel free to give us a call at 740-653-0652. Stop in and see us at either of our two locations, 405 North Columbus Street in Lancaster and 207 South Main Street in Baltimore. Respect for tradition, regard for change.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Down Home with Tina. You can always check me out on my Facebook page, Down Home with Tina. Also, you can watch on Spectrum 1021, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 10 a.m., 4 p.m., and 7 p.m. Yes, there's 9 different times that it is on. And I hope that you can share it and let folks know about what's happening with Down Home with Tina. I also have some sponsors to thank. They're the reason why I get to be here and have awesome folks on with me and to play my game, just something I like to do because I think it's important to have fun, interact, instead of something on the phone or some kind of handheld device. But I want to thank Huddle Tire Company, Donald Law Office, Ale House 1890, Walker Shoe Center, Fairfield Area Humane Society, the Flower Pot, this is an arrangement that came from them, and I love it. It's beautiful. Kyle over there, Linda's the owner, and they are so super great. Neat little gift shop. So they have unique things in there. Please stop. They are downtown Lancaster, right in the main block on Columbus Street. So please stop in there, and you can also get a beautiful floral autumn arrangement. And then I also have to thank, I have one more, Ava Jewelers. I want to thank Ava as a sponsor as well. Kimber is back. We're going to play my game. We've got a few minutes here. We're going to see how well she does. So I put this little contraption in my mouth, and Kimber said she's got a background of reading lips.
A little bit.
She said a little bit, but you can't really read them. I always do this. I always kind of not quite sure how, but it's called the Speak Out game is what it's called. And I'm going to try to say a phrase, and you're going to try to get the phrase.
Okay.
Now, everybody always goes away with a treat, so I made some cookies, so you'll get
We're
that
good
either
then.
way. But yeah.
Well,
There's
this
no
is going to
pressure.
be more difficult because you're not actually going to be able to move your lips.
You'll probably get it, though.
Okay.
It's kind of easy. I say that. I can never get it, but... Oh, that's the right one. I had the wrong one. I have done this so many times. I think I got it now. A learning gets messy.
Something
All right,
gets messy? A baby gets messy?
Learning. A learning gets messy. Okay, backpacks. I just realized something. Backpacks lay down blackbirds. Backpack lay down Okay. I totally don't know. Holy cow, I don't know why I'm slobbery today.
It was very hard to pay attention with all that
Don't
going on.
give up. Baby burping gets messy.
Okay.
What? This one's a big mouthpiece. Backpacks weigh down blackbirds. It is kind of challenging, isn't it? I don't know. Shane, I'm going to have a mess up here today. If this is the way things are going to work,
I was
gotta
really
go
trying
wash
to
my
pay
hands.
attention, but it just wasn't going on there with all this.
It's hard. But this is one of those games where I just think that it is a lot of fun. And no, the phrases don't make the least bit of sense at all. So just get outside, Fairfield County Parks District. If you want to play a game like this, make sure you have napkins, because apparently, I really seriously think there are different sizes in these. I'm going to go figure out what is going on, because I for some reason, I felt my mouth was way out here today. Kimber, I want to thank you so much for taking the time. What is your guys' website for folks and Facebook page again for them to find out what's going on?
FairfieldCountyParks.org. And if you just look up Facebook, Fairfield County Parks.
Fun things going on. It's going on throughout the winter time, so you don't want to miss out on that. Thank you so much for watching. It's Down Home with Tina. God bless. Good day.